me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is Eshman. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. Eshman will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and I'm trying to let you know that Abntv do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to Abntv Direct. Call on us now. 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and you're welcome to this program. This is your program, Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. I want to appreciate all of you, and I want to say a very big thank you to those of you that won't just let us be alone. It's such a good thing to know that there are people that are interested in you, in what you do, people that support, people that encourage. Thank you so very much, and really we appreciate you. For the fact that you're there and we know that you're there is just enough to know that we should carry on with the program. Now, this is a positive program designed to change things for the better in the society. There are no other things that we're aiming at but to have positive changes in the society. And so it's always good for you to call on others to align, share the program, let more people know about it. Listen, if each one can reach each one, then surely it will be a better society. But when we keep things like this to ourselves, some people that should hear may not hear, and that's not right. So let's keep spreading it. Let's keep telling people about it. I know some people that honestly, they glue and they sit by their TV waiting for this program to come up. I really appreciate all of you. But the more we are that join in, the better for this society. We are of the positive idea, and that's exactly what we're promoting in the society. I thank all those of you that call into the programs. You see, the best you can do is to call in. Why? There are some people that all they need to transform their lives will be what you have to say. And that's the truth. I've had people calling me to attest to what somebody else said, what a caller said, how it has transformed them and things like that. But then, when we don't call in, when we don't share what we know, how would they hear? How would they know? And the ills of the society may never be corrected. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I really welcome you. Domestic violence is a major problem in our society, And as we speak, more and more of it happening all around us, everywhere. But the more we talk about it, the better it is. The truth is that we may never be able to eradicate domestic violence, but we can reduce it to the barest minimum by being positive, by talking about it, by sharing it, by creating the awareness, by making people know what they should and they shouldn't do, by letting people know the consequences of these things. It's very important, and that's why we have a program like this. Your relationship, make sure it works. Do everything within your power to make it work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. Just make it work. However, if the journey is too tough for both of you to walk along, by all means, go your separate ways. You're better off living long as a single parent than dying young in the name of love. Too many people have died in the name of love, and as you speak, sun is going down in the name of love. It really doesn't have to be this way. We can live, we can be happy, we can enjoy life. Death will come, I know, but let death come naturally. Let things just happen naturally, okay? So all of us should do our best, the very best, to make sure that we promote the positive things in the society. Did I ask you how your day has been? Mine has been good. Well, every day is a good day. And that's the truth. You just have to see the glass as half full. It is true. You may not have achieved the things that you hope to achieve, but hey, it's not the end of the story yet. Hang on, try again, wait a while. You will surely definitely smile again. Tonight, we have a very important topic that we're going to be sharing with you. But before I give you the topic, do you have anything that your business that you want us to advertise for you? You have products and services that you render that you want us to advertise for you? It could be big, it could be small. Bring them in. We will advertise and make sure the world hears about the things you do. And that's the truth. If you can make it early and come quickly, just call us. We will tell you how to go about it. And we will blow your product to the whole world to see and to share. And people will start running to your business, all right? Don't keep these things to yourselves. People would want to hear about the things you do. Or would you like to sponsor this program, this Sharing Life Matters with Eshman? That would be a beautiful idea. So don't be scared. It is actually extremely very cheap. Why? Because we are societal oriented. We are society friendly. So what we do because we want to create the positive vibes in the society. So what you do, hey, let's make your business our business, and we blow it for the whole world to hear about it. Welcome. Tonight we're going to be continuing the topic on the kids, and I'm taking it from a new dimension this evening. And I will be asking you, can your kids truly hide from you? Now that's very important, and that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. Benga sent me another text message last night, and I'm going to be reading it to you when we come from break. But the truth is that it's a big question. I want all of us to talk about it. Because if we can get it right with the kids, then the society can be right. What people become today are the things they learned yesterday. So if we're not tackling the kids very well, definitely and surely they may not be doing the things that are right in the future. But for tonight, we're going to be discussing it. Can your kids truly hide from you? Before I go on break, let me quickly encourage you. Call somebody, tell somebody, just show somebody about this program so that people can also learn from this program. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Happy New Year! As last year ends, which is 2022, poverty ends, stagnation ends, promise and fail ends, depression ends. I just want you to understand that at Abntv, we have reasons to be happy with you. because you are alive. And I pray that we won't just be alive for being alive sake. We'll be alive to enjoy being alive in the mighty name of Jesus. My name is SHINA OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500, and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage on Abntv and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. Bye for now.
Àánú Olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lóníkan òjọ̀kan, iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tọ́kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African Store. Wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn, ó pójú owó. Wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì léwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà. Wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. Bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin, bó jẹ́ tobìnrin, àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South Suite B, Rosenborg, Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé, ẹ pè Janet lórí aago torun 832-858-6453 tàbí 832-858-6455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store ló nìyẹn, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA Office, 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist. Daddy Autos! Daddy Autos! Car sales, car repair, body works, title services, record services, insurance claims, and vehicle inspections. Call us now at 832-759-3324. Don't forget, free oil change when you make 2 synthetic oil change visits. The third is free. Daddy Autos, 9815 Honeywell Street, Houston, Texas 77074, or at www.daddyautos.com or info@daddyautos.com. Daddy Autos, best in auto repair.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I'm so glad to know that you're there. Now, yesterday we were talking about understanding your kids and making sure that they do the right things. And one of the things that we said yesterday is that you need to understand your children. You need to know them. You need to ask questions. Of course, my callers, some of them said that, hey, kids will always hide things from their parents, and the parents may not know until it is too late. But I know I settled with the fact that as a parent, your job is actually to know the things that your children do. Find a way to know. I feel that there are no excuses. And I remember making a statement that if you can make yourself a friend to your kids, it will be very important. All right. But then it's thought-provoking, though. All of us should think about it. can your kids truly hide from you? Can they truly hide things from you successfully? Some of you listening to me have friends to your kids. Some of you, you discipline them, but whatever it is, whether you discipline them so much or you are friends to them, have you ever thought of the fact that there are things they are hiding from you that they don't want you to know? Yesterday, we gave examples of a kid that started smoking since 8 years old, and the parents didn't know. We talked about the kids that started having active sex from 13, and the parents did not know. Should we blame this on the parents or the society or the kids? That was what we talked about yesterday. But today, we're asking, I want to ask parents, can your children successfully hide things from you? Now, if your answer is yes, does that make you a failure as a parent? Or have you failed in some of your responsibilities? Because when kids come home with bad habits, or bad vibes, and those things are not seen or corrected, they grow with it, you can never take those things away from them. So it's a very pertinent question, and I do not want us to gloss over it. Can your kids successfully hide things from you? How do they do it? Or what can you do to make sure things are not hidden from you? Is it possible for your children to tell you everything and anything? Is it possible? You see, this is not a discussion that, only one person can have. It's a communal discussion, and that is why I will open the phone lines very soon, and we'll see. But then, somebody sent me a text yesterday when I said, just make yourself friends to your kids. And he said, my parents were friends with me, very good friends, but I won't tell them I had a girlfriend or my first kiss at 14 because they told me I shouldn't do it. You understand? Now, the age 14, we're going to hold on to that age. Now, this guy has started having kisses upon kisses from 14, and the parents never knew. Now, your 14-year-old child, what could they be hiding from you? Kids generally, and I will dwell on 14, 13 tonight. Kids generally have a lot of things that they're hiding. But see, they have a soft mind. You can reach out to that mind and bring out the things that they have. At age 13 and 14, whoa, that is a period they really want to experiment. They really want to explore. Go and ask majority of those that are smoking today. Go and ask them. Most of them will tell you it's about that stage, that age that they started. And I know that if any parents saw their children smoking at 13, 14, they will scold them. I mean, they will really be mad. How did they get away with it? How do kids get away with getting pregnant at 14? How come they're able to hide these things? So I need us to look at it tonight, dichotomize it very well, and see what steps, the modus operandi, the various ways these kids, the ways they hide these things. Because believe me, some parents are very strict, but then the kids see successfully hide things from them. Some parents are very nice, but then the kids still successfully hide things from them. And so this will now make me to ask a question that begs to be answered. A 14-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy, should they lock their phones from you, their parents? Because whatever they're doing, whatever they're discussing is in a phone. And so, will you be stepping on their rights as a parent if once in a while you took their phone unannounced to read through it? I don't know. I'm not taking a side. I'm just at the center. I'm like the umpire. I'm not on any side right now. All right. But will it be a good thing? Will it be stepping out of your own boundary as a parent when you're taking the phones of your 14 or 13-year-old child just to flip through it to see what they've been conversing, who they've been conversing? Would that be right? Now, when you call, I need you to let me know if that is right or no. But then, can your kids successfully hide things from you? Definitely. Very soon I'm going to be opening the phone line, so I'll be expecting you to contribute. Definitely, a lot of kids hide things from their parents. And that is how they get away with it, and they grow with it. There are minor cases up to major cases. Do you know some 14-year-olds have guns and their parents don't know how they got it? I don't know. But there's something called black market. So if you do your job as a parent, there are many things about your child you should know. Let's first and foremost look at the girl child. The problem of a girl child is a lot, because when she's reaching the age of puberty, it's not just that she wants to experiment all the things she has heard, watched, read about. The boys also will be disturbing her. If you don't know her very well at that stage, you may lose her. It is possible because you gave birth to them anyway. You still see them as babies, but the boys outside see them as fine girls, young ladies, not babies. So your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old girl, you need to ask. Just like this guy said that at 14, she already got his first kiss. But the parents probably, now because his parents were friends with him, I am sure if they asked him, maybe he would have told them. But most parents just assume, my 14-year-old knows nothing. No, my 13-year-old does not know anything. That is always a mistake of the parents. Do you know some 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds are in gangs already? And they are going for the gang meetings and the parents know nothing about it. How do you define failure in the hands of the parents when the terrible things that kids do that they should have corrected, they didn't even know? You cannot correct what you don't know. You cannot know when you don't research. You cannot research when you don't care. So most of the time, the parents just don't care, or they assume that no, my child can't be that bad. I want all of you to go back home tonight and assume that you know nothing. Assume, be hungry for answers. Call your girl child, find out who she is. The girl you see in the house is different from the girl at school. When she goes out, she gives you the name of one particular friend, right? Every time she's going out, she's going to meet her. Give me a name, Sharon. Oh, mommy, I'm going to see Sharon. Mommy, I'm going to see Sharon every day. Have you really bothered to find out from Sharon's mom if that's where your daughter really goes to every day? Do you know how many times she has told you she's going to Sharon's house, but she's ending up in Victor's house? So if you are just sitting there believing everything without making a research, you're going to spoil your own child. Listen, this is not about me talking tonight. It's about all of us contributing, and I want you to call in now and let's answer that big question. Can kids truly hide from their parents? And for a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, can the parents still take control of their phones? Or will you be stepping on their right when you do that? 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I'll come again with the numbers. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. The phone lines are now opened, and I would encourage all of us to begin to call in and let's discuss this matter tonight. Hey, there are so many families listening to you and they just want to hear what you have to say, and that's the truth. Please, it's very important because the more we say these things, the better the society gets. Or maybe one of the things I should ask you, how were you able to hide successfully? Some people will tell me that they hid their things because the parents were too strict. And so they were not able to tell them, or they hid it from them because the parents would either beat them or do some nasty things to them. So they were able to hide. Meanwhile, the ones too that the parents were close to, how come you didn't know? How come you didn't find out? You need to find out now. I will quickly, while I wait on your calls, I'll quickly tell you a short story that, our mothers and grandmothers told us back in the day. A guy has been arrested for armed robbery. I'm waiting on your call. A guy had been arrested for armed robbery, and they were going to, they sentenced him to death by firing squad. And they were going to kill him. Usually, before they kill them, they will always ask them for their last, what's it called now? Last words. You understand? Okay, we do have a caller. I'll finish the story after I pick this call. Good evening. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with, and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Sandra. I'm calling from Houston.
Sandra, thank you for calling me every day. I really appreciate you. Okay, Sandra?
You're welcome.
Yes, Sandra, can kids successfully hide from their parents? What did you hide from your parents, and how did you do it? The floor is yours, Sandra.
Definitely kids can hide stuff from their parents without them knowing, except the child just want to say it out, and sometimes most of us don't say it out, maybe until we grow up. Yeah.
So,
But sometimes because they don't believe you,
okay.
you don't want to say it.
But
Most times when our parents are too busy with their jobs, like when I was growing up, my parents go to work.
so what did you do?
Like in the morning when I'm going to school, they're still sleeping. By the time I come back from school, they are nowhere to be found. They come back late. By the time they come back from work, I'm already asleep.
Wow.
So my growing up as a teen was just with my friends.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Most of the things I know it through my friends, not through my parents.
Wow.
Because they didn't call me down to sit me and tell me, this is what you're going to see. This is what is going to change in your body. This is what you expected. But the fact still remains that they always tell you, don't talk to boys.
Okay.
Don't do this. If you talk to boys, you get pregnant. Those are the basic things they will tell you. But the main information that you're supposed to know as a child, they will not put you through it. But they put that fear to you. Don't sit with a boy. You're going to get pregnant. You understand?
I do.
So those are the things that they will put in our brain when we are growing up. But now is different from the kids that we are bringing up.
I understand. I understand.
Our children that we are bringing up is quite different. Because as from age 9, they are exposed to so many things.
That's true. That's
Now,
true.
you are saying they got their first kids at 14? No. At 9.
At 9?
Yes, at 9. In this country, at 9, ask anybody.
For real, Sandra, tell me to close my mouth. For real?
And that's why you see pregnancy in girl child from 12 years, 13 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The society is broken.
Yeah.
Let me take you down memory lane, Sandra.
Okay.
Was there any time your parents back in the day at your own time, did any of them ever ask you, hey, Sandra, did you get your first kiss? Did anybody kiss you? Apart from saying don't talk to boys, don't sit with boys.
They never ask you that.
So if they never asked, how would they know?
They're going to put the fear on you. Oh, okay. You didn't come back from school early. What happened? Oh, have you been this virgin? They won't say it friendly. They will say it with fear that you cannot even say. You can't even give them the answer.
Wow.
You can never give them the answer because the fear is so much in you.
Wow. Wow. So when you got your first kiss at 12 years old, how did you feel when you grew up?
When I got what?
Your first kiss at 12 years.
I didn't get my first kiss
okay.
at 12 years.
I was just checking.
No, I can't even remember when. Maybe when I was 17 or 18.
Okay, I was just checking, Sandra. I was just checking.
Maybe when I was 17, 18.
I was just checking. But sincerely.
Because the fear was so much that
Wow.
you believe that when you do something, they're going to know.
Whoa, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. It's not like that.
Even from the cartoon they are watching, they already learn
Oh,
all
yes,
these things.
yes. You're right. I'm going to ask you.
Even watching cartoon, you don't know what they are watching except you sit down there and see it.
Yes, they say some of these things in the cartoons.
They are not even supposed to watch.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I agree with you. I was going to ask you this last question before you go, Sandra. What do you think about parents unannounced taking the phones of their 13, 14-year-old just to go through it. Is that right, or would they be stepping on their rights?
It's right, but to some extent, it's not right. But that's my son.
You got to take a side.
Monitor whatever he's doing on his phone. And when you give them a phone, you should be able to monitor it. You might not really go there physically. There are so many apps that once you download it, whatever that is going on their phone comes onto your phone. That's the way I check my child.
That's so very interesting.
Whatever messages, whatever pictures, whatever he does online, it comes onto my phone.
That's
so from there, I can monitor what he's doing.
That's good. That's good.
But
I mean,
sometimes I still go there physically to see what's happening.
See, okay, I agree with you, and I think you're right.
These kids, there's some app on social media that you don't want them to use, but they'll sneak behind to go use it.
Yeah, I understand. You're so right. Sandra, you've given us a lot of good words tonight, and I really sincerely appreciate you. I do hope to hear your sweet voice again tomorrow, and thanks for calling all the time. All right?
Thank you.
Do have a good night, and God bless you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yes. So feel free to call in, everybody. The lines are open. So I was telling you my story. So this boy, Sandra, I have something to say about what you said, particularly about the 9-year-old. I won't forget. I will go back to it. But let me quickly finish this story. Meanwhile, the lines are opened. You can call in 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. The topic we're looking at tonight: can kids truly hide things from their parents? So this boy was caught with a gang of armed robbers, and they were judged to be put to death by firing squad. And so he was asked for his last words and or his last wish. And what he said was that he wished to have a last word with the mom. And so they called the mother. It was his wish, and they would always oblige. So they called the mother, and when the mother came, he said he wanted to tell the mother a secret, that the mother should come closer. He was tied to the pole because they were about to be shot. So when the mother brought her ears, you know what he did? He bit off the ear of the mother. And when they asked him, why did you do that? He said, when I was bringing things home that you didn't give me money for, you never scolded me. When I was spending money that you never gave me, you did not scold me. When I was going to places that you should have asked, you never asked any question. You understand? And that, he blamed it all on the mother. The truth of the matter is this: kids will always have things they're hiding. It is for you to find those things out. Some kids will survive it. They will still turn to be good in the society. But that action could ruin the lives of some other kids. You need to find out if your kids have already started taking alcohol as early as possible. These are your children. There is no shame about it. There is nothing wrong in asking. There is nothing wrong in finding out. How they hide, I don't know, but why can't you discover what they are hiding? Life is all about hide and seek. Your kids will hide, but sometimes we assume too much. You assume that you're 14-year-old because you go to church. Because you go to church, so, oh yeah, I'm sure he's behaving well. Oh no, he doesn't have no bad friend. Hey, you're over relaxing. There are many things they know that you don't know. And if you don't ask, if you don't find out, they will go with it, and you can't take it away from them. Now, Sandra said this, and I'm not sure how it's sounding, because I'm actually hearing this for the first time. Scary to know that as early as 9, kids have already started getting their first kiss. Is that true, really? Can that happen in a society that you and I are? Okay, if kids can lie, I believe that teenagers can lie and get away with it. A 9-year-old can't lie and get away with it. So why are you the parent? So you can prove that you know more than that child? A 9-year-old doing so much and you don't know and you can't find out? That's shame of a nation. We all need to address these things. Otherwise, the society is going to break down totally on all of us, and we will not be able to survive it. There is nothing wrong in asking your 9-year-old child who they've been with, where they've been. I would never have dragged the age down to 9. I was rather limiting everything to 13 and 14, because that is about the most delicate stage. That's when they are crossing from being a child to being a teenager. They go into that age with a lot of inquisitiveness. They want to find out so many things. And just like Sandra said, if you don't have time, they will find out everything they need to find out from their friends. Guess what? Sometimes the friends will mislead them. You need to find a way to unlearn, make them unlearn some things that they've learned. The words they come home to speak, where did they hear them from? You can't be too busy. Hey, you can't be too busy. Now, you have to find a way to mix it together. I personally believe that when you're close to your child and you passionately ask, they will tell you the truth. But sometimes the parents don't even have time to ask. How many of you parents have sincerely sat down from A to Z to watch the cartoon that your child is watching? We have another caller. Let's quickly pick this up and we go from there. Good evening. This is Shine Life Matters. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Good evening. This is Abiola from San Antonio.
Hey, Abiola, thank you for calling today again. I really appreciate you, Biola.
You're welcome, sir.
The floor is yours. Biola, can kids successfully hide things from their parents? How can the parents discover the things they're hiding? And is it right for a parent to take the phone of a 14-year-old girl and scan through it? The floor is yours.
Yeah, so to start with, kids can hide a lot of things from their parents. This is a situation like we all went through this kid process. We went through this teenage process. Is what you want your parents to know that they will know. Especially here in America, there are a lot of instances that you can hide a lot of things from your parents that the parents will not be aware
So
of.
why are we parents, Biola? Why are we parents if you're saying that the parents will only know what you want them to know? No, I don't know if this is sounding right, because I never knew it was this bad. But the floor is yours.
I'm not trying to right, but if we want to be candid and we want to be truthful, we went through this age too, and we know what we eat from our parents. So if we want to be on the right one, like if we want to be truthful enough, we'll be able to say the truth that there are a lot of things we can hide from our parents. So the good thing about it now is that there are a lot of ways too that parents that this thing can be reduced, by talking to the children. Because then when we were growing up, we don't have I have a relationship with my parents, but there are some times that the parents doesn't, like here in America, they might not have the whole time to talk to you.
Yes.
But there are a lot of time that they can set apart to tell you a lot of stuff. So it's just the way you guide your
Biola,
children.
Biola, 1 second. Hold that thought.
That can help you.
Hold that thought. I'm going to let you go to your second point, but I just didn't want to forget it. I was going to ask you, when you were a teenager, did your parents at any time ever ask you if you got a kiss from anybody?
No, they didn't. But this is what my dad told me.
That is a failure.
When I was growing up.
Yes.
My dad actually told me I can have a boyfriend.
Whoa.
And I was thinking he said that to be on the safe side, so that I'm not gonna do that I will not do that in a wrong way.
Okay.
So I think he actually told me that so I can open up and we can talk about it.
Okay. Right down to your second point, then I will go back and address that.
So what I was trying to say is that the parents, they have a lot of ways right now, like in this generation, they have different ways to talk to their children to minimize like hiding stuff from them. Like we all know a lot of people know what is going on around the world. It's just a matter of calling the children and let them know this is what is going on. You know, it's just like you're talking, you're having an open floor. Like, what did you think? What do you think about this? What is your insight? So when you have that mind-to-mind talk with your children, they might come out and tell you what they're holding up.
I like that. I like what you just said.
Like, yeah, so stuff like that, that's the common ground that they can come together and talk about. So, and the other question that you have that, can they take their phone from them? Was that question?
Yes, from a 14-year-old girl, 14-year-old boy. Can the parents take their phones and search through it? Or would they be stepping on their rights? You know?
So as the first caller had said earlier, they might not just take the phone from them, but as she said, there are apps like parent control, where you can go and, monitor what the kids do on their phone. So they made that easy. The technology made that easy on parents to be able to monitor what the kids do on their phone.
Okay. So
we kind of there are times I tell my kid, let me have your phone.
Okay.
If I'm not suspecting anything, I don't think I have
But I was going to say that. What is bad in a parent saying to her 14-year-old girl, how 13-year-old boy, let me have your phone? What is bad? Are the parents now afraid of the children?
You're not passing your boundary, because if the child is not responsible, then I can take the phone. If the child is not paying the bill, I'm paying the bill. So if the child is not responsible, I can take the phone. But there is nothing that says I can't take the phone and go through the phone.
I wanted to know that. Finally, what is your advice to parents in finding out more from their children? How should they go about it? Should it be more of discipline or getting close to them? What's your advice? Because this is why we're talking tonight. We want more parents to know about their children. So how can they go about it? You got 1.5 minutes.
Firstly, I will say there is no perfect parent.
Yes, we know.
And there is no exact way to take care of the children. There is no. It's only God that can help parents to take care of the children. You can't say this is the way that it works for me might not work for another person. So I would say it takes God's grace to take care of kids, especially in this country. Okay. So I would say the only way is, because if you don't talk to your children, they will find out everything from Google. Google is our friend. So the best thing is, you just have that, I call it family time. You have that family time, you talk to them, you can bring up a topic. Maybe it was something going on in the society. You can bring, or whatever is going on in schools. You can, whatever thing you see that is bothering, what is going on, like you don't like, have you heard about this? And you have a common, everybody talk about it. What if somebody approach you and tell you, this thing is good? Your parent might say no. What will you say? You want to know your child's reaction, and you can guide them. And when they say something that is not right, you don't have to condemn them.
Yeah, exactly. It's an opportunity to correct.
Yeah, the way you are saying it.
Okay. I appreciate you a lot, Biola. You're very wonderful, and I do hope to hear your voice again tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the privilege.
Yes, I appreciate you. Now, too many good things I'm hearing tonight. One of the things that Biola said, which I noted down here, at some point you have to have this mind-to-mind talk with your child. It starts by the word love. To most parents, particularly African parents, it's so hard for that word love to come out of their mouth, to say to their child, I love you. Of course, down here, it's easier, but when you love them and they know you love them and you're their friends, these questions, find a way to ask. They can trust you if you make them trust you. It is scary when you don't know, because if they run with some wrong ideas, that could run them into a wreck. That's why you're the parent. You decide for them. They don't decide for you. I'm not asking you to be a vampire at home. Don't be a demon. You understand? Don't be so strict that they are running from you. Draw them close. Listen to their hearts and let them know that you are passionate about what you want to find out. But like Biola said, which is a good advice to all of us, it is not an opportunity to judge or condemn them. It's an opportunity to guide and direct them. But let's go on this short break, and when we come back, we pick one or two more calls before we call it a night. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Asu Rock African Market. We work hard to provide you with a wide selection of things you enjoy from Africa that are of the greatest quality. We are the premier African grocery store franchise in USA. African food products, meats, pastries, and hot and ready-eat meals. Check us out today at www.azurrockmarket.com. Open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 13711 Western Road, Suite A1, Houston, Texas 77077. Seamless, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grub Up, and Postmates. Call us now at 832-990-7590. In-store shopping or in-store pickup and deliveries. Asu Rock African Markets. Catering and everyday entertaining. Are you in Houston area and you need luxury style space, beautiful and elegant chairs, tables, furnitures, Asian design, high stage for celebrants, large free garage parking for guests, Wets Block Event Hall is all you need. Weddings, receptions, conference, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, rehearsal dinners, corporate meetings, trade shows, fashion shows, album or book launches. We can design and decorate any special event. Free appointment for a free quote. Check us out 7636 Allen Drive, Suite A115, Houston, Texas 77036 or 5711 Ecroft Avenue, Suite A1A, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-351-0993 713-969-0362. westblog@gmail.com or at www.westblog.com. Planning, decorations, and distinctions in stock. Think Westblog for your next.
If you're wondering why I'm so excited, I'm going to tell you. My name is Patrick, and I've been driving for RideTigo for a little over 2 months now, and it's amazing. No other rideshare company puts money in my pockets like RideTigo does. When I drive 15 minutes, pick up the passenger, complete the ride, RideTigo will give me $5 plus my 70% base fare. When I'm driving 30 minutes, let's say, pick up the passenger, complete the ride, RideTigo will give me, wait for it, $10 plus my 70% base fare. Amazing! Come on! That's why I drive for RideTigo, and you should RideTigo. Come on, let's ride. It's time to go. Download the app now.
Download the RideTigo app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Vince Auto and Shipping LLC. No 3 copy and fax. Scanning and lamination. UO renters. Auto sales. Shipping FedEx. UPS. One 2134 Beach North Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 414-324-8244 or 346-946-2771. Fins Auto and Shipping LLC. We are here to help.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I'm so glad that you're still there. Don't forget, if you have products and services, we can advertise them for you, make the world hear about what you do. And do you want to sponsor this program? Give us a call, send a text message, send a chat, and we will reach out to you. Yes, somebody called me while I was on break. Please feel free to call now. You can call now. The lines are still open, 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. Your contribution is very important, particularly to the topic that we're discussing tonight. So do feel free to call back in. Now, we've been looking at children hiding things. And I was going to say, based on what I've heard, Abiola mentioned in Mind to Mind Talk, it's always a difficult thing for some parents to talk about some things. And you need to break that jinx. There is nothing wrong in having the sex education with your children. And sex education at 18 is too late. It's too late. You're some years late. You need to start early. I mean, like somebody said that Sandra said, children of these days, that some of them get their first kiss at 9. And if given the room, they would want to explore further and go deeper. And that is why you need to start the education earlier. Confront them. Let them know that you know what is happening in the real world. Let them know that you understand what happened in the school bus. What happened when they go to school. Who is getting close to them? Who is holding them? Be free to ask them these things. Now, we assume that the children will not tell. It is because we are not asking the right way. If you know your child, you will know how to talk to them. You're not bullying them. You're not judging them. You just want to know them. I still don't believe that the children have the capability to hide things from their parents. It is because the parents are not searching the right way they should search. We have a call. Let me pick this call, then we pick it from there. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with, and where are you calling from? Please speak up a little bit, sir.
I'm calling from Richmond.
Okay, you're calling from Richmond. You're welcome, sir. So, the floor is yours. You've been hearing what we've been discussing about the program.
Actually, I just want to hear my view.
Yes.
The last thing you said speaking about students hiding stuff.
Yes, hiding stuff from their parents. Mm-hmm.
And again, talking about sex education at 18 is too late. I wouldn't want to agree with that assertion because I'm going to go in African contest.
Mm-hmm.
This may sound really funny, to be honest with you, I don't know how I began to think about having a girlfriend when I was already finished writing my O level. Because my parents were so strict on me.
Your parents were so strict on you, right?
They were so strict on me to the extent that even I dare not attend a party next to my next door neighbor party becomes a thing, like a taboo for us to go, because my dad always had head count when it's 9 o'clock to know who is in his room or our room or is in our room. To God be the glory, this really good for me, pay off. See, if I want to go in African contest, it's okay. But I would say, but here in America, where we are in now, I will tell you the way they are model. It's a very delicate thing whereby you say sex education at 18 is too late. Let me give you an instance.
Mm-hmm.
The family friends. I think this girl is just 7 years old.
7 years old, you said?
She's 7 years old, and she has a friend back in school.
Yes, I'm really struggling to hear you, but I'm picking up one or two words from what you're saying. Your phone is quite low. please.
Okay, is it better now?
A lot better. Thank you. Now you're talking.
Okay. As I was saying, this little girl, I think she's just 7 years old. She has a friend back in school. All these children, they try to exchange sleepover.
Yes, sleepover thing.
They're white family, and my friends, like this little girl I'm talking about is black from Nigeria. So they came home, they were upstairs watching a movie. All of a sudden, the black folks' mother went upstairs only to see the kids with the white folks' friends, like 2 of them, watching sex movie.
Wow.
At 7 years old.
How did they get the movie?
The white folks came into the black folks' family. When the mom screamed, what were you guys doing? He said, the parents back home, the white folks' parents watched it back home while the children watched along with them too. You see, I was like, wow. So that was the end of that relationship right there. Immediately, the white folks left for their house. The mom told the little girl that should be the end of the whole story, that she doesn't want to see her with those people any longer. You see, here, these kids right here believe they have some rights. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
yes.
it's okay. At times, you don't let them hide things away from you. It's good.
Yes.
You don't have to be strict. You don't have to be too strict.
Okay.
But let me tell you what, the truth of the matter is like, spare the rod, spoil the child.
But I was going to ask you quickly, because our time is gone now. I know your parents were very strict. Did you hide things from them successfully?
I dare not show them. Really. I dare not.
But were you doing some things that they didn't know about?
I wasn't doing it because you know
okay.
what it did? They make some things look like a taboo in our house.
Okay.
That even the people that actually our elder ones.
Okay.
You see, like in my family, smoking cigarette becomes a taboo, like you are an outcast.
That's true.
Don't even talk of drinking beer. There was a time one of my uncle was found smoking cigarettes.
Oh.
They had to call a family meeting. They call a family meeting, everybody sat down, they put him in the middle.
Wow.
So they made us feel like smoking cigarette is like a very big sin. A big sin you can't do. So it has been so instilled in our head that smoking cigarette in the family, it's a big thing. So none of us even dare it when I was growing up.
I understand.
So that's the way we were born.
Wow. So, what you said is very interesting. You actually got me laughing. We're gonna wrap it all up tomorrow, and I do hope to hear your voice again tomorrow. But for tonight, I truly appreciate your contribution. All right. Thank you so very much. As I round up, please do call me tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, my last caller. Wonderful. Well, there are some people that today they will never touch anything, they will never do anything because they put that discipline that they instilled is so much in them that they could not do it and they still cannot do it. You need to understand your child. You need to correct them. You need to know what they're watching. You need to know what they're doing. The story he mentioned, whether white, brown, yellow, green, whatever color of human we are, all of us are subject to the same environment, and everybody needs to correct their own children. When you see them doing wrong stuff, please correct it. Now, tomorrow we will talk, and it's going to be bigger than this. But for tonight, I want all of us to go to bed in a way to think, how can you find out what your child is doing behind your back? How can you find out what they're doing behind your back? Hey, when you do that, don't judge them. Don't condemn them. Don't make them feel terrible. Find out so you can direct them on the right channel. I've not been the only one at the studio tonight. There will be many of us working hard so that this view can come to your doorstep. And I appreciate my colleagues and co-workers. All right, Georgina Bracco has been very wonderful behind the cameras and on the computers. Thank you so very much. Bukola Seda, extremely busy and extremely wonderful, pursuing the commercials and making sure that everything goes well. Good producer she is. Ehikowe Cho has been the one making sure that I have the right words, speak the right words, talk the right way, dress the right way, as she dots the I's and crosses the T's. Thank you very much, Ehikowe Cho. And finally, the big boss himself, SHINA OYINLOLA. That is the big umbrella under which we all are, is the one directing the affairs of the entire program. Thank you so very much, Big Boss, for doing such a wonderful job, and we do hope we make you proud all the time. Well, we've done a lot tonight. Tomorrow is another big game, and I want you to please sit, listen, and watch and call in tomorrow. Until then, I do hope that when next we have the opportunity to talk, there'll be good news in our mouth. Until then, this is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide. Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to. Someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is Eshman. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. Eshman will be waiting for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans